Students, in last lecture we have seen the two theorems of intersecting chords. If two chords intersect each other in the interior of the circle, then the measure of angle between them is equal to half the sum of the measure of arcs intercepted by the angle and its opposite angle. And second theorem was, if two chords intersect each other in the exterior of the circle, then the measure of the angle is half the difference of the arc intercepted by the angle. Now we will see the examples on these two properties. See the example. In figure, measure of arc NS is equal to 125 degree. Measure of arc NS 125 degree. Measure of arc EF is 37 degree, and we have to find measure of angle NMS. Here, measure of angle NMS is equal to half measure of arc NS minus measure of arc EF. What is the reason? We have seen the property of the chords intersecting in exterior of the circle, or we can only write here property of the intersecting chords. Therefore, measure of angle NMS is equal to 1/2 in the bracket measure of arc NS 125 degree minus measure of arc EF 37 degree is equal to, the subtraction of 125 minus 37 will be 88. 1/2 into 88 is equal to 44 degree. Means measure of angle NMS is equal to 44 degree. Now we will see these examples are from practice set 3.4. We have seen this example number 7. Now example number 8 is again on the intersecting chords, but they intersect each other in the interior of the circle. See example. In figure, chord AC and chord DE intersect at B. Chord AC and chord D intersect at point B if angle ABE is equal to 108 degree. Angle ABE, this angle is given as 108 degree. Arc AE 95 degree. Find measure of arc DC. Here we have seen the property. According to property of chords intersecting in the interior of the circle, angle ABE is equal to 1/2 measure of arc AE plus measure of arc DC. Measure of angle AB is given as 108 degree is equal to 1 half measure of arc AE 95 degree plus measure of arc DC. Therefore, here if we transfer 1 half to left side, then it will be multiply 108 degree into 2 is equal to 95 plus measure of arc DC. Therefore, 216 degree is equal to 95 plus measure of arc D. Here I again read as DE. It is not DE, it is DC. See in figure, this is arc DC. Therefore, measure of arc DC is equal to 216 minus 95. Therefore, measure of arc DC is equal to, here 6 minus 5 1 and 12 minus 9 21 minus 9 12, that is 121 degree. Means here we have find the measure of arc, not measure of angle between the chords. Angle between the chords is given. Measure of one of the arc is also given, arc E 95, and we have find measure of the arc intercepted by opposite angle. In this way, these two examples on the properties or theorems we have seen of intersecting chords. Now, from practice set 3.4, we have already seen first example. Second example is in figure, quadrilateral PQRS is cyclic quadrilateral, side PQ congruent side RQ, PQ congruent QR, angle PSR 110, that is 110 degree. Find measure of angle PQR, measure of angle PQR. Here see in figure, if we draw the figure here, this is quadrilateral PQR. Yes, these two sides are congruent, PQR. Yes, then what is given? Angle PSR 1010 degree. This angle is given as 110 degree, 110 degree. And first thing we have to find measure of angle PQR. Here these two angles are opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral, and we have the property of cyclic quadrilateral that opposite angles are supplementary. Therefore, angle PRQ plus angle PQR is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle PQR will be 70 degree. 180 degree, 180 minus 100, that is 70 degree. This is first thing. You have to solve these examples in detail. I am only explaining examples here. Then second, measure of arc PQR. Measure of arc PQR. Measure of arc PQR will be twice the measure of angle which intercept it. We have seen inscribed angle theorem. Therefore, it will be 2 into measure of angle PSR, that is 110, that is 220 degree. Then third is measure of RQR. Here, as measure of arc PQR is 220 degree, this arc is divided into two equal arcs, that is arc PQ and arc QR. If two arcs are congruent, then this arc PQR will be divided into two parts, that is measure of arc QR will be half into measure of arc PQR, that is 220 degree, that is 110 degree. And fourth, measure of angle PRQ. Here, to find measure of angle PRQ intercept arc PQ. Arc PQ is also 110 degree. Therefore, measure of angle PRQ will be half into 110, that is 55 degree. Simply, you can solve these examples by using properties. You must have write the property, geometric property used against each example. Now the fourth example is, see here example. In figure, segment RS is diameter of the circle with center O. O is the center. Point T lies in the exterior of the circle. Point T in the exterior of the circle. Prove that angle RTS is an acute angle. We have to prove angle RTS. See here, if this is figure, this is center O, diameter RS, and point T is in the exterior of the circle. If we draw this angle RTS, we have to prove here angle RTS is acute angle. For this purpose, we have to construct here one of the segment between this intersecting point of the circle and segment RT and point S. If we name it as point M, then this angle RMS will be right angle, because angle subtended by the diameter on the circle is right angle. This angle, measure of this angle is 90 degree. With respect to triangle MTS, this is exterior angle. Measure of exterior angle is equal to sum of the measures of its remote interior angles. Means angle RMS is equal to sum of angle MTS plus angle MST. Here MTS means RTS. Therefore, if the measure of this angle is 90 degree RMS, measure of MTS must be less, because RMS is equal to angle MTS plus angle MST. Therefore, if we put the value of RMS as 90 degree is equal to measure of angle MTS or angle RTS plus angle MST, means measure of angle RTS must be less than 90 degree, means angle RTS is an acute angle. In this way, we can prove it by drawing this construction, as measure of exterior angle is the sum of this angle T and angle S. Angle M, that is angle RMS, must be greater than angle T, means angle T must be less than angle RMS. Angle T must be less than 90 degree, means angle T is acute angle. Then the fifth example is, prove that any rectangle is cyclic quadrilateral. Any rectangle is cyclic quadrilateral. See here, if we draw a rectangle like this, suppose quadrilateral PQRS is rectangle. What is property of rectangle? All angles are 90 degree. Means here, if we add the opposite angles, angle P plus angle R, angle P plus angle R will be 90 plus 90, that is 180 degree. Similarly, angle Q plus angle S, sum will also 180 degree. Means opposite angles of rectangle are supplementary. Therefore, quadrilateral PQRS is cyclic and geometric region will be converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem. In this way, you can solve this. See example number 6. In figure, altitudes YZ. YZ is perpendicular drawn from point Y to side WX. Therefore, it is altitude. YZ and XT of triangle WXY intersect at P. These two altitudes intersect at point P. Prove that first, quadrilateral WZPT is cyclic. Quadrilateral WZPT, see in figure, WZPT. We have to prove that it is cyclic. Here, angle WZP will be 90 degree. Angle WTP will also 90 degree. Therefore, angle WZP plus angle WTP is equal to 90 plus 90, 180 degree. As the opposite angles of quadrilateral are supplementary, therefore quadrilateral WZPT is supplementary. Only in two lines you can give the proof of this property. Then second, points X, Z, T, Y, see in figure, X, Z, T, Y are concyclic. Point X, Z, T, Y. Here, point Z and T are on the same side of the side XY or segment joining point XY. Therefore, here point X and Y, if we consider line XY, then point X and Y or segment joining point X and Y subtend equal angles at point Z and T on the same side of XY. If two points on a given line, means X and Y, subtend the equal angles at 2 points lie on the same side of the line, then these 4 points are concyclic. We have seen this property earlier, that if the segment subtend or the end points of segment subtends a same angle or equal angles on the same side, then these 4 points are concyclic. Means point X, Z, T, Y are concyclic. Means quadrilateral X, Z, T, Y will be cyclic quadrilateral. In this way, we have seen all the examples from practice set 3.4. The next part in the book was the theorem of angle between tangent and secant, but it is deleted from the syllabus. Therefore, we have completed the chapter circle. In next lecture, we will see the examples from the problem set 3. Thank you.